It is my very long awaited haircut day, which I am so excited about. Ouch. Oof. But I still need to get ready, so let me just quickly do that. And now we're ready. Now we look good. Styling my long hair one last time before we get rid of a lot of this today. Finally ready to step out, and the hair went up because I'm actually planning to take public transport, which I'm very excited about. Very uncharacteristic of me. So I started the day's journey by walking to my local metro station, and then I got a metro to the local train station, and from there I was going to be doing the Andheri to Bandra route, which coincidentally it was my college route, but you know, we didn't have the metro for most of the time I was in college, but the train, that was something that was really familiar. I have a love-hate relationship with the train. It can be very hectic if you're going on an everyday basis, but since I was going after such a long time, I really missed it and I was feeling thoroughly nostalgic. Andheri to Bandra is a short journey by train. This was my daily commute when I was in college for several years, which I found quite tiring back then. I never thought I'd miss it. When you grow up with something, in this case efficient and affordable public transportation that exists in Mumbai, you definitely take it for granted, and it's only when you move away that you realize how precious it was. I still take public transport in Goa, but that's just limited to buses, and the routes are also quite limited themselves, so I really enjoyed doing this. And you know, it was February, so the weather was still kind of pleasant in Mumbai, and that made the journey a whole lot of fun. Bandra station actually looks different than I remember it. Like, they renovated it I think some time ago. It's just shinier, it's nicer. I need to figure out where the rickshaw stand is now. So I couldn't find the rickshaw stand because it had definitely moved from where it used to be, and there were so many parked rickshaws, but they were all trying to fleece me by quoting exorbitant fixed rates. Mumbai rickshaws actually have functioning meters, and it's one of the few cities in which a majority of the time they will take you by the meter. So I really didn't want to get cheated because I knew that we'll get stuck in traffic anyway, so fair is fair, you know, just turn on the meter. Ultimately I did get 1 metered rickshaw. I had a little stop to make before my haircut. I was going to be meeting up with some family and I was really looking forward to that, so that's where I was headed. For my hair appointment, which is so mortifying to me. I've always been made to wait every time I've gone before, so I'm hoping that, you know, they're running late this time also and it's not going to be a big deal, because otherwise I would feel like crap. I did reach about 14 minutes late, which I would never recommend being late to your hair appointments or your beauty appointments, because obviously you end up creating a lot of problem in their schedule. Luckily, my hairstylist is still occupied with her previous client, so no harm, no foul, I guess. Okay, now I was less than 10 minutes late. Just for the record, I realized that I always set wristwatches ahead of time and I forgot about that when I looked at my phone. Yeah, I'm not that late. My last haircut prior to this one was in Feb 2023, and I started documenting my hair length and growth from June onwards. Let's do a quick little hair length check. I usually never comb it when it's dry, but I did comb it now. So I have no definition, all my waves have opened out, but you can get an idea of just how long it is. It has never been this long in my adult life, and it's been, I think, a whole year since my last haircut. You have to see the back also. I've really enjoyed having length because it lets me braid my hair and do fun things. The ends of it are definitely very dry. I had colored my hair also like I think a year and a half or so, or maybe 2 years ago. Right at the end I have that like hair color residue and it's really rough. My hair feels super heavy also in general. I need like a fresh shape. I need some of this weight taken off. Before anything actually started, I had like a good 10-minute consultation with my hairstylist Vidhi, where we actually discussed the exact style that I wanted, and I knew what I wanted. I had several reference pictures. That's always a good thing. Show your stylist the pictures. In the reference pictures, like the people had different hair textures, so we were discussing how it might look on me. And I was going to go in for a shag, which has a lot of variation in length, so just a lot of choppy layers. So we were discussing how like every part of it would look, and then I got my hair washed and it was time to sit down for my cut. So this is my third haircut with Vidhi, and the longest I've gone without a haircut, which is a whole year, because I was waiting to be back in Mumbai and back with Vidhi. I'm also really excited because it's the longest length I've had. I'm not attached to the length at all, so I think that it'll be fun. So this is a cool technique that I've never seen before. I'm getting a shag, and one of the things about this hairstyle is there's going to be a lot of variation in length, where the bottom hair is going to be long but the top hair is going to be short. Vidhi is actually sectioning and braiding the longest hair from all parts of my head. So this is the left side, I have one at the back, so that she doesn't accidentally cut that. Yeah, I'm so excited. Not my best angle, not anybody's best angle really, but this is where the actual cut started, and I was really excited at this point because Vidhi made me stand up because she said that my hair had gotten too long, and so to get the longest bits she needed me to stand. So that was exciting just because it has never happened before, because I've never had the patience to grow my hair before, and this time also I didn't really grow it intentionally. It's just that I usually get a haircut every 6 months, but I was in Goa, I couldn't make it to Mumbai, and I really didn't want to switch stylists. I am very attached to my hairstylists, and for most of my adult life I've only had 2 stylists. Like I've got haircuts here and there from other people, but I've usually kind of regretted it, and I'm not high maintenance in any way when it comes to the parlor. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't really get manis or pedis. I do my own nails and I just like to do my own things. But when it comes to a haircut, I know that having a good hairstylist give me good results is going to make me feel very confident, and that's why I like going to the same hairstylist. My previous hairstylist was Shefali for I think 6-7 years. I was loyal to her. When I started styling my hair in its natural wavy texture, I switched to Vidhi just because I wanted a different style of cut, and I felt like Vidhi's haircuts were a perfect match for me, and for what I was looking for. So I don't know how many people watching this actually have textured hair themselves, and when I say textured, I just mean wavy or curly hair, basically non-straight hair. But it's usually just a long journey for us to understand our hair, and for me that meant years of heat styling my hair. After every single wash I used to straighten it or curl it and just try to make it look like something that it wasn't, in an effort to conform to what society's idea of good hair looked like. I even got my hair chemically straightened a few times. And so now when I get older and I embrace my hair's texture, I learn more about it, I learn how to style it better, and I go get haircuts that actually enhance my texture. I see it as a huge act of self-love. So this time I actually had another really nice conversation with Vidhi that made me feel really good, and it also stuck with me. In the last year or so, I've noticed that I'm graying a lot more. Now, I started graying probably in my late 20s. At that time, it was just 1 or 2 stray gray hairs, so it's not a big deal. And now recently I've noticed just a whole lot more of them, and they're much more visible, and I have a good number of gray hairs sprouting up in my hairline, like in the front, so you can see them when you look at my face. And when I first started noticing them, not just 1 or 2 but like clumps of gray hair, it sent me into a little bit of a tizzy. Like, I didn't take it that well for a few days. I was obsessing over it, but I realized that I didn't really want to color my hair. Now, I'm not even talking about like it as a feminist issue, though that is also an important thing, but I just feel like I'm not going to want to keep up with the maintenance of coloring my hair every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks to hide gray hair. That's just not me. And your hair is constantly growing, so that means you just have to keep doing it, and that much of hair color definitely would dry and damage my hair also. No matter, even if I use the best hair color in the world, it does dry your hair. That is just a fact. And I like the idea of coloring every once in a while, but not to hide grays. And I discussed it with Vidhi because I noticed she also had some grays and it looked really good on her. And she was also telling me that she faces a lot of ignorance and unsolicited comments from everybody asking her if she's tired or if she's not well or something, just because she hadn't colored her hair to hide the grays. And she told me that I should basically do exactly what I want to do. If I want to color it, it's fine, but I told her I really don't want to color my hair to hide grays. And she was like, yeah, then you shouldn't have to, you don't have to do it, like it's absolutely fine. It was just a good conversation to have with a hairstylist, and that's the kind of hairstylist that you want, in my opinion, because she does do hair color also. But nobody should be pressuring you to do something that you don't want to do. Even my mom stopped coloring her hair a few years ago, but then again, she doesn't really, use makeup or anything, but she stopped coloring and she just faced a lot of unnecessary comments that it doesn't look good, like please color your hair. And a lot of those comments come from women, and nobody seems to notice the obvious double standard. That when men age and men grey, they're called silver foxes and it's considered attractive. But when women grey, obviously we need to color our hair, and if we don't, we let ourselves go. We're not taking care of ourselves, because now women can do it all. We can do anything at any age, as long as we look like JLo when we're 50, then it's all good. As a beauty blogger myself, I sometimes wonder if I'm also reinforcing like beauty standards and pressuring people to do stuff that they do not want to do. So I try to be very cognizant of my words. Like, I wear makeup for many of my videos, but a lot of the time, especially in real life, I'm just not wearing makeup. I think beauty is a lot of fun, but so much of it is shoved down our throats, trying to prey on our insecurities, and many of us start wearing makeup because of said insecurities. But the best way to approach beauty should be completely from a place of choice. If you want to do it, it's fine, but if you want to stop doing it, you shouldn't be pressured to wear concealer or straighten your hair or manage your frizz or just anything really. You don't owe anybody beauty. I don't know why society has made it women's prerogative to always look pretty and always look youthful. So this is your reminder that you can look however you want to look. After my hair was styled and dried with a diffuser that kind of simulates air drying, Vidhi then went in for some final touches, and she's just trimming some bits and also a lot of texturizing, as you can see with the scissor, those specific expert maneuvers. The whole day I think I was really very happy and euphoric, but especially at this point I was just feeling very good. So what do you think, Mama?
Your haircut was nice. I just thought it would be shorter.
My hair is done, which I like it. I felt so good about it while it was getting done. I'm always happy with haircuts, especially when you have a stylist that you can trust. Also, I met Polka again, who, if you guys last haircutting vlog, she was in it. I think she was still like a little young that time, a little baby. Now she's fully grown. Hi, Polka. Hi. Look at her. She's so cute. She's just enjoying on the freshly washed clothes. The washer man brought all of their towels and stuff, and she's going crazy. Hope you guys liked watching this haircut vlog, and know that I have a few previous ones also, which I'm going to link in the upper right corner and also in the description bar below. Feel free to tell me what you think of my hair. It's totally fine if you don't like it also. I love it, but then I would love your honest opinions as well. For me, this is kind of what I envisioned it, or maybe I didn't even envision it this good. I'm going to play with Polka a little bit before I head home because I miss my cat so much and I think she knows.